Hey, what's up you guys? This is Junior Trader, and in this video we are taking a look at Nvidia stock going in this week. Should we be bullish again? Has the recovery happened? Should we buy over here? Or should we still stay away from Nvidia's price action? Let's talk about all of that in this video through the lens of technicals. And before going further, I also want to let you know none of this is any financial advice, only for education purposes, just sharing my opinion. Please do your own thing. So, starting here with Nvidia, we are technically still in the negative structure. We are still in the downtrend. I'll show you the technicals on different intervals in just a second, but in summary, we are still in the downtrend. To put it simply, if Nvidia still stays below 184, we are still short on Nvidia. Okay, 184 below, Nvidia is still a short play. And we do have a room to still test $150 around as long as we continue to stay below 184. If we start to get above 184, then only structure will start to turn around to the upside. Taking a look at the weekly interval, I still want to emphasize the importance of that 184, because as we continue to stay below 184, Nvidia on the weekly interval is also turning negative for us. So that's an important criteria to put together here, is that weekly interval is still negative below 184. And that opens up the door to still $150. Now, I'm not saying that Nvidia for the long term is like now going to half the value of its price right now in this in per share. That's not the case. But in the near term, if you're looking to trade swing, multi-day, even day trade, we are below 184, still in the negative structure. So let's get to the daily interval. Oh, sorry, let's get to the hourly interval again. And so that being the zone, what are we seeing more in the price action? Are we seeing any outliers here that tells us that possibly we might push up above 184? Yes, because below 184 we are negative, but is the price action showing us early indications that we may rebound tomorrow? Because we do have to a little bit prepare ourselves ahead of time as well, right? So definitely right now there are some signs looking that it can do that. However, it did test it, like it is holding a zone. Then it tested that again 184, but it still sold off over there. Okay, so it's not yet that strong, but it all comes down to as we can push above 184. And if you want to just be a little bit more cautious here, as it pushes above 184, just do a day trade on this. And if it's strong, closes strong up here somewhere like 188 around, it will be more than that. But if it closes strong up here, then you can hold on to that position for multi-days first, and then from there we'll see the price action. But if it, let's say, goes up, you start to see weakness, and you will have to use my tools to identify if you are selling off early on. My tools will give you all the indications for the day trade, in intraday swing. I'm not going to go in detail here, but if you are a member on my tools, you know how to use the tools. You have received the onboarding videos, so you will just use the tools to make those early on decisions. But as if we stay or get closer above 188 and close strong above here for any reason, then only we have a room to then continue up. Otherwise, no, if we fizzle down again at 184 or break this, then yeah, no, you would just stay as a day trade on the bullish side and then just stay away from it. And if you're shorting it multi-day, and even after earnings below 184, you are still negative and you're still short on Nvidia. So yeah, it all comes down to 184 still. It's not overly bearish, but it is still short enough in a way that it's still multi-day, still negative, and it still has a room to continue lower if it's not able to regain 184 within a day or two. Okay, so that will just linger more and more weakness and will push it much lower. Okay, that's all I had for you guys in this video, and with that, we'll see you in the next videos, guys. Take care, bye.